श्रीमन्मध्वमते हरिप्रसरः सत्यं जगत्तत्त्वतो
भिन्ना जीवगणा हरेरनुचरा नीचोच्च भावंगता
भिन्ना जीवगणा हरेरनुचरा नीचोच्च भावङ्गताः
मुक्तेर्नैज सुखानुभूतिरमला भक्तिश्च तत्साधनम्
मुक्तेर्नैज सुखानुभूतिरमला भक्तिश्च तत्साधनम्
हक्षादित्रतयं प्रमाण अखिला आनायैकविद्यो हरिः
हक्षादित्रयं प्रमाण अखिला आनायैकवेद्यो हरिः
हरि सर्वोत्तम वायु जीवोत्तम
हरि सर्वोत्तम वायु जीवोत्तम. Welcome to everyone. Welcome to Shri Hariprasad sir. You can start, Hariprasad sir.
Sir. Good evening, everyone. Hari Sarvottama, Vayu Jivottama. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ, ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಇದ್ದೀರಿ, ಯಾವ ಏಜ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಂತ can we know? There are 10 people. What are the age groups?
Age groups from 10 to 50 years, I think 50 to 60 years.
Okay, why I'm asking is how the practice, what we are going to talk about, everybody should be able to adapt in their life and learn from the experience what we have gone through in the past, and I should be able to clearly understand whether it is coming under Madhwa practice and the philosophy, correct, and they should be able to take benefit out of it and attain Gnana Bhakti Vairagya. So that is the motto of it. Okay, so first of all, thank you to the Satkata platform and Madhav Kulkarni approaching me and giving me this opportunity and few say words about Madhva philosophy and our food practice and about our Mahaswamigalu. Okay, so I am Hariprasad. I work in KPMG. I work in basically Marathali area, Outer Ring Road. So we were like everybody would have been like doing the work in the work life, going through work life, about working like 14 hours out of the home, right, including the journey, at least like 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening at least, and 9-10 hours at office, like 13-14 hours we are doing. And some of us are carrying food for lunch, or some of us are not carrying, some of us having at office. So all those things have happened. It like same thing is what it was with me also, and many of the Madhwa community, I am pretty sure, even now. So sometime in 2012 there was a Chaturmasya in Bangalore by Uttradhimat Mahaswamigalu. So there every day pravachana used to happen. Mahabharata pravachana was going on. I still clearly remember. Swamigalu was clearly explaining what is the benefit of having Sajjanara Sangha, what can the Sajjanara Sangha do for you, and why should you have the Satvika food. All those pravachana have gone through. Like some of us, some group like-minded people, my brother-in-law and some people like Madhav Kulkarni and so many people surrounding work in that, at least 10,000 Madhva work in that area, I am sure. So some of us, what we did, we approached Mahaswamigalu for some Satvika food, what we need to do, how we should proceed in our Laukika life and work life, right? And then Mahaswamigalu decided, okay, you go and do and kind of Teerth Prasada. We came out with that idea and we kind of started, found Swamigalu only gave Mantrakshita to the cook, right? And then he came and started cooking. We found a house, all those things, all those facilities happened. And at least 10 to 15 people we started. So look at the impact. We were having Naivedya, like Naivedya done food. ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೆ ಸಮರ್ಪಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದ ಆಹಾರ ತಗೋತಿದ್ವಿ. So ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಮುಂದೆ? What happened next? Everybody started following Ekadashi first, Ekadashi Rota, and then everybody started doing Chaturmasa Rota. Everybody started adapting to the Pata culture, the Pata mantra, Stotra culture. I mean, all those things were already there in Madhwa community, but the group of people who were there, not in that culture, but after coming to the Teerth Prasada, Ramadeva Prasada, having Ramadeva Prasada, started all these things, and they were started going to Pata, Mantra, Stotra, and started doing more dharma at home, and started influencing more people. Why all it is happening after coming to Teertha Prasada? ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ we were all having first of all ಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳ ಮಹಾ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ, ಪ್ರಬಲವಾದ ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ. Second thing, we were having ಯಾವ ತರ ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು? ದೇವರಿಗೆ ಸಮರ್ಪಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದಂತ ಊಟವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಪಚನ ಮನ್ನಂ ಚತುರ್ವಿಧಂ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಬಹಳ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲರ್ ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಇದು. ಈ ನಾವೇನು ರಾಮದೇವರ ಪ್ರಸಾದ ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ ಅದು 4 ವಿಧವಾಗಿ ವಿಂಗಡಣೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಸಾತ್ವಿಕವಾದ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಬಂತು, ಪರಿಶುದ್ಧವಾದ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಬಂತು, ಪರಿಶುದ್ಧವಾದ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಬಂತು, ಇನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ದೇವರ ಭಗವಂತನ ಗುರುಗಳ ಸ್ಮರಣೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರ ಧರ್ಮವನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಬಂತು. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂತೀವಲ್ಲ ಆ ತರ. ಸೊ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪಾಠಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಏಕಾದಶಿ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಸಾಧನೆ ಆಯ್ತು, ಭಕ್ತಿ ಬಂತು ಭಗವಂತನಲ್ಲಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ವೈರಾಗ್ಯ ಬಂತು. ಹೀಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಆಚರಣೆಗಳು ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತು. ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಅಡಾಪ್ಟೆಡ್ ದಿಸ್. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಓಕೆ, ವಿ ಡಿಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸಮ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ because it was not there at all, it was not working, everybody started working from home, correct? So even after like the Teertha Prasada is not happening, the facility is not there, people have maintained the same practice and culture. They've stopped eating outside. Their practice of going to Pata, Ekadashi Rata, Chaturmasa Rata, everything has continued. Why? Because ಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಒಂದು. ಎರಡನೇದು, ನಮ್ಗೇನು ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಧರ್ಮದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಜಾಗೃತಿ ಮೂಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಅದು ಮೂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತು. ಸೊ ದೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್, ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನ ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೈವೇದ್ಯ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮನೆಯಿಂದ ಊಟ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಈಗ. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ವಿತ್ ಆಲ್, ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹೌ ಆರ್ ಯು ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜಿಂಗ್ ದ ಶೋ? ಜಸ್ಟ್ 1 or 2 can talk about it. Hello.
Anyone want to say? So for me, I started eating and then going to office. Earlier I used to take dabba, but after Teertha Prasada I started eating at home and then going. It's been a practice, so now I don't find anything difficulty to manage my food in office.
Okay, great. And one thing, it is not only about like Teertha Prasada here, right? When we actually have food at home, right, we will apply Anga Rakshate, Gandha, right, Kopi Chandana, Shanka Chakra, Gada, everything we will apply, right? But nobody should like rub it before you go to office, right? Or office or school, whatever, college, whatever, right? So that's what we should maintain as a Madhwa. So that is one of the actually even after like coming to Teertha, everybody very bold kind of behavior like demonstrated by all Madhwas who came to Teertha Prasada. After like having lunch, they started keeping Angarakshate and going to office. Okay, and then getting back to office like mid of the day. Okay, I mean even after like having lunch, just now one of our Madhwa shared, he is having food at home and then going to office. So that is one of the bigger practice, right? I mean, the Madhwa Diksha we will maintain, right? And then we will have our own Gnana, Bhakti, Vairagya, whatever. We will start you to think always about Gurugalu, right? Guru Smaranayena Sakala Apattu Parihara. So that is what, I mean, it's a big group. Whatever we had, I mean, all the good practices came in, good Gnana, good Rata, everything happened because of Mahaswamigala Anugraha, right? So,
Few things I want to just call out. Sorry for interrupting. One is there used to be ladies also used to come. Many girls and many ladies used to come because they wanted to have this Satwik food. Second thing, the Teerth Prasad ran in 3 locations, important locations like Whitefield, Electron City, Marthali, where there's a large crowd. Hardly you will find even vegetarian restaurant there. So that is another thing.
yeah,
And third thing is, when we thought that, okay, by doing 2 times Sandhya Vandana itself, we thought ourselves as a great, but we saw some technical people who were like at the peak of their technical capabilities, where even giving interview to them itself was so difficult. And they were like even Pandits, like they had even completed study of Shastras and many things. And they were getting up at 4 a.m. in the morning and they were more peaceful in their face. After seeing this, even our ahankara like started hiding, and we thought that okay, there are so many great people around whom we never saw. Not only in dharma, by position in the software company, by the changes they were making around themselves was huge. Then we were able to understand those people, adopt some good practices was another thing. Last but not least, from my side, I want to call out is such premises have to grow in large quantity and how to run and all. Sri Hariprasad and his team mastered very well. They fought with so many odds in the life. They fought so many obstacles to do means bring up this to a high level and in execution model. They shared this execution model to other friends who were running in their own respective areas. So the aim of this particular Chintana today is this type of facility has to grow multifold in every area and every city. And funding and all, you should never worry about it. Funding will be taken care by a lot of other contributors. But that execution, taking ownership of that has to grow so that our own generation and our own future kids would definitely have at least a very good Sattvic food instead of going to veg and non-veg restaurants
correct.
in such places.
Exactly.
Yeah. In many of the places I see there is no option even for vegetarian restaurant, believe it or not. And kids have to sit in non-vegetarian restaurant only and they have to eat vegetarian food. So this is the situation we are in. The change we can make is in our hand and we can do that. That's the purpose of bringing, say, Hariprasad sir today.
I will add
So one
3
more
points.
thing.
I will add
One
3
more thing,
points.
Madhwa. Yeah, please.
Yeah. So the mainly with this the Acharanya, right, with the TP concept, 3 things which I can draw that. One, we are having Angara action. It'll going with that. Everybody will going to ask you around. I mean, there may not be a Madhwas. They will going to ask what is this and how, and then you can explain the what exactly the intention behind and Madhwa philosophy also. That way, the Madhwa philosophy will be get prachara. I mean, awareness can be will going to happen. The second point, sattvic ahara means as the Kali Yuga goes, the challenging challenging situation every person will going to face it. I mean, it's more and more challenging. So in those challenging situations, because of this sattvic ahara, we can respond more positively, which is more aligned to the dharma. That's the second point. The third is to strengthen this framework, we have to collaborate more and more more locally also. That's what the my inputs for this.
Yeah, and very well brought up this point. Very first point you brought up. I just want to add some comments and like remarks. The Angarakshate, what we apply and then go to office. See, it is like the maybe if we are doing that for the first time. Okay, after say for example, I'm going to the same office for 5 years. I have not applied this anytime, and all of a sudden, one fine day I've started applying, and people will look into it in a strange way. Oh, you done some puja, that this and all. Okay, but if we start practicing same thing for longer time, and nobody will ask you that, right? That is first thing. Even if they ask, I mean, we all would have observed how other community people are coming everywhere nowadays, right? With cap and other dresses, like ladies of other communities, how they are coming nowadays. Okay, at least in my office, I am seeing more people like that. Okay, and they have got dedicated space also for their prayers. Okay, in that situation, why can't we just go in our own attire and our own customs, right? And then just work and come back. Okay, if we don't go for parties, if we avoid parties, first time avoid, second time avoid, we should tell them that I'm allergic to all this environment, allergic to this food. Third time they will not even invite you. They will never ask you to come. Okay, I mean, this is what actually we should set the standard first. I mean, this is how my lifestyle is. This is how I live, so that they understand, and then I'm sure they will not come back and ask you to join the parties and join the lunch, dinner, whatever, the team lunches, all those things. We can surely avoid. In my case, I have set the standards from past 12, 13 years. Nobody will come and ask me to join any party. Nobody will come and ask me to for any lunch, dinner, even coffee, tea. No, they will not ask me. Okay, I mean, nobody will get their cup and keep it on my table, drunk table. Drunk cup of like after finishing coffee, tea. Okay, and this is how I have set my standard at office, and everybody knows I will not go to these things. I will not have lunch. I will not drink all these things, coffee, tea, whatever with them. I mean, whatever I need, I carry. Even it is not a problem if you just consume milk from office. Okay, I mean, you can take milk. You can keep brew powder if you want, like coffee, right? You can keep a brew powder in the packet, and then you can have a like. If you get milk in office, I think that is okay at this level if you want to like work for long hours and all. Like this is just a
So,
suggestion. Like this is
yeah.
how I'm
So the
managing.
point is like the way how you set your brand, that's the way how people will accept and they will start being
Exactly.
confident with us because they know that our brand is like this. Another question that I wanted to, because we
Yes.
have time limit here, um, is this model be reproducible by anyone? Can somebody,
Correct.
suppose if they want to start in say Bijapur, I'm saying, is it possible?
Is it to me?
Yeah. Asking question to you, like based on your experience of running it for several years, if someone want to start it in say Gulbarga or Bijapur, even tier 2 cities, is it doable?
Yeah. Yeah, it is doable. Sometime back, few Haribhaktas from Pune had approached us. They wanted to start in Pune, right? So, I mean, what we can do, I really think of, we can really, really work closely with them. Okay, but execution and the person who stays there and run the show should be kind of local person only. I
Correct.
mean, it is very difficult to run remotely. Very difficult to
Local.
run
Yes.
remotely, and locally, really, it is definitely possible. We can definitely think of that in the Gulbarga or Bijapur because we have huge Madhwa population, right?
Right.
And everybody, and we have a huge strong culture also. They're coming up from there, so that is very much possible if we get some like-minded professionals who can own it, run it, execute it. I mean, see, it is not just like, see, the challenges, I'll tell you what are the challenges I faced during the implementation and continuous running. Okay, continuous execution. Say, for example, first thing, what is our job when we actually take it up to execute it? Hope I can take 2 more minutes, Madhav. Is that okay?
Sure. Please.
Okay, when we actually started this, See, I should look at it as a uh, okay, I have opened a shop, I'm not getting customers. Okay, it's like that. Just to tell you in simple words. Okay, what we should do, we should get the people in and we should let them know this is what is happening, use this facility. Because the more people comes, that much burden will come onto the mud. That much burden will be less onto the mud, on mud side. Correct. So from that perspective also, and we should also push more people into these kind of practices and avoid outside food, because the main motto from the Swamigalu is use this facility. Okay, and everybody should get good Satwik Ahara, Ramadevara Prasada, right? And nobody should out of this food. I have already explained what the benefit, and Mahaswamigalu want to everybody, entire Madhwa working society, working professionals want to take use of this culture, of this facility. This is what Mahaswamigalu wanted. But we started distributing the pamphlets. We started giving the popularity in Facebook. We started giving popularity, this advertisement in Sri Sudha. All those things happened. But when it happened, you will start getting like 1,000 calls, 100 calls. You should be able to put time on it. Okay, Madhav, this is the first challenge. The local people who are giving, they should be able to take it. Okay, you will get calls. Everybody will ask you like 100, 10, 15 questions. We should be able to explain. We prepared FAQs. We shared the FAQs over WhatsApp. How they should behave, what and all it happens, what is the charges, and so many questions they'll come up with. So again, we have to come up with a regular and occasional model. What is a daily strength? What is a cooking strength? How many people will stay there? People also stayed in our facility, like as a PG, right? We have a PG paying guest accommodation for. You may see, right? A lot of commercial paying guest accommodation is already there. They are charging 10, 12,000 rupees with all crap food, crap facilities. But we are the one. We are the first one in Bangalore. Uttaradim is the first one in Bangalore to give the Madhwa accommodation accommodation to the Madhwa people. So that too in 3 locations. So that happened because of Swamigala got strong Ashirvada Ramadeva Anugraha. Otherwise, it would not have possible. Okay, these are the challenges. First of all, to manage these guys. Okay, what they're doing, keep the facility clean because people coming, going, cooking. What is the stock level? What we should order? I mean, it is happening at 3 places. 3 places it was happening. What is the minimum reorder level, what we should buy it, what make the payments, prepare the accounts, balance sheet, submit to MUT. All these things have happened. It is just not easy. Very sure. Okay, because people will come, they will throw their pancha, they will not keep it properly. We have to tell them, we have to give them guidance. People stay there, boys stay there. Okay, it's like a bachelor's, right? We cannot expect keep the they might like keep not keep the facility clean. All those things we have to like get back. So Madhav, these are the challenges. Like there are so many actually. I can only
Right.
explain these many.
Correct.
Like I'm just giving the highlights, that I'm just touching upon the points. What we
Yeah.
can what we had gone through.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
these are the point. I mean, regular, continuous attention focus is highly required. Otherwise, it is just impossible. Regular, high focus is required. Whoever takes the ownership and run it, along with work, we have to manage with work. All right. Our also like we are also working like 12 hours, 14 hours. So along with that, we have to manage. We have to accept calls. We have to get them to the facility. And
Okay, that's good discussion. We'll continue this discussion again. We'll get one-on-one discussion and recording of that, the entire story, so that other cities or other people who are interested to come out with same thoughts can help. Lot of Madhwas and our society reformation
yeah.
starts happening with this is the
But
hope.
Madhav, if they want to come up with the initiative, if they can take ownership, we are very much open, and my entire team is very much open to work closely with them, guide them, and make it happen.
Yeah,
This is
thanks for
again
that.
from Mahaswamigala Anugraha.
Sure. Thanks for that. Yeah. Yeah. Over to kids for ending prayer. Thank you, Hariprasad.
Hari Sarvottama, Vayu Jivottama.
Hari
Hari
Sarvottama.
Sarvottama, Vayu
Vayu
Jivottama.
Shriman Madhvamate Hari Parataraha सत्यं जगत्तत्त्वतो
श्रीमन्मध्वमते
श्रीमन्मध्वमते हरिपरतरः सत्यं जगत्तत्त्वतो
भिन्ना जीवगणा हरेरनुचरा नीचोच्च भावङ्गता
भिन्ना जीवगणा हरेरनुचरा नीचोच्च भावङ्गता
मुक्तेर्नैज सुखानुभूतिरमला भक्तिश्च तत्साधनम्
मुक्तेर्नैज
नैज सुखानुभूतिरमला भक्तिश्च तत्साधनम्
हक्षादित्रतयं प्रमाणमखिला आम्नायैकवेद्यो हरिः
हेक्षादित्रितयं
हेक्षा
प्रमाण अखिला
त्रयं प्रमाण
आम्नायैकवेद्यो
आम्नायैकवेद्यो हरिः
हरि सर्वोत्तम वायु जीवोत्तम
हरि सर्वोत्तम
वायुजीवोत्तम